Welcome in. Lunchtime. I ain't gonna be here that long, man. Want to talk about a watch, do a review or re-review on a few watches that I got in the collection that are what we call forgotten about, not talked about at all. And yeah, there's some actually new renditions to these pieces, but there are a few that I want to tackle today, man. And wrist check, I have on this ball, and this is a watch that I actually, before I bought this watch, I think I mentioned this before, that I bought it because of a sale, right? It was a sale, and I wanted to get into ball, and yeah, I got it, and it's cool. It's cool. You know, I think I would say on this piece right here, so like real quick, this isn't the original strap. The bracelet on it is actually pretty decent. It's actually, I ain't gonna say decent, it's a nice bracelet. Really solid bracelet. It's a seamless, but I want to get something that I can work out in. And this watch does have a shock system on it, so I haven't had any problems out of it. Punching the heavy bag and things of that nature, haven't had any issues out of this watch. Plus, it's great to work out it in the end of the night. Now, the only problem is once the tritium tubes burn out, right? So they say you got anywhere from 15 to 20 years of tritium tubes, and at that point I'm gonna have to make a decision if this watch is still in my collection, what I want to do with it. MG and Kev Cook, what's going on? Welcome into the live stream. So yeah, this one is one that I've had for an actual year, and I will say that ball, I don't know, this one thing I will say about ball, that doesn't have a what's the word I'm looking for? I always get lost on words when it comes to that. Like a flagship model, you know, like how Rolex has the Submariner is a well-known model. It's a staple within the collection, the collection. I don't think Ball doesn't have that. It's not even advertised. It's just like, hey, tritium tubes. It was one of the first watches that was used on the railway system. So, oh boy, here we go. There's a bee next to me. I'm not allergic to bees, but yeah, this that season where they like to sting and keep it moving. Get out of here, sucker. I ain't got time for that. It's nothing sweet over here. It ain't sweet over here, fam. Get out of here. Move. Man, you always talking about. Hey, it's not. Hey, bro, this is a 25-minute live, man. If at best. When you're selling me today, bro, I'm broke. Stop tempting me. You are one to talk, Mr. Mark Time. Mr. Mark Time himself. Mr. Vinzianico himself. You got a lot of nerve. The audacity. The audacity. Sheesh. But yeah, in my personal humble opinion, if you want to take that route, to be like, hey, I want a ball, but like there's not a specific model. I just want to say that I have it. I would say spend the least amount possible, right? And please buy from a trusted source. I bought this from Joma's shop for like a little over $700. So I mean, it's cool. It's a cool watch. This strap was like, it was $10 on Amazon, and it's pretty decent. Does his job, because I'm about to go to work here in a little bit. But I want to talk about something. I have a few watches with me. No particular order, but I do want to, let's do this one real quick. I'm gonna do this Longines HydroConquest. Now, there are a number of models being rated or reviewed on social media. Watching James, actually, if you go back to, I think it may even be his very first video when he came out. I think he has a black. I think he got the black. I bought this from Trifecta last year. And in the year of me having this watch, I'll tell you the #1 selling point. Get out of here, sucker. Man, that's what happened when you go live, bro. Man. Yeah. There you go. Boy, that backhand wasn't no joke. He on the ground like, yeah, brother. Get on about you. And he gonna get up and sting me, watch. May God bless you today and always. Thank you, Tommy. I appreciate that. I need that. The stock market is doing great today, and my port is green. I think I should get myself a watch. Hey, bro, if you're doing good, man, hey, you gotta bless. You gotta look out yourself. Look after yourself. I like Longines. My Spirit Pilot is very accurate. What brand is that? This is Longines. Longines. Now, this particular model, this specific model, I will be 100% honest. I like the blue. The blue on this thing is amazing. I love the fact that it has a 72-hour power reserve. I like watching with power reserve. I know some people, they care less. Some people think it's a gimmick, whatever. I like being able to wind this thing full wind and just get as much time out of it as possible with me sitting it down, not even messing with it. On the wrist, it feels amazing. On the wrist, it feels amazing. Now, there are a couple of points of this watch that I think is just weird. You know, because it does have the diving, it's a dive watch. Now, I don't understand, like, you see how you have coin edge, smooth coin edge, and I'm like, aesthetically, I guess it does. And maybe they had just diving in mind. He's like, well, they're not gonna go diving in it. Let's just give them something. I'm like, I think me personally, their whole bezel should have been coined. Cause I like that. Now, it's not that you can't grip it, but like if you, like right now, so look at that. So how I grab mine, I always grab it right there at the 12 o'clock. But on this one, you have to go between like 7 and 2. See, you see how my fingers slipped off of that? My fingers are greasy right now. And it's cool, audible clicks. It's cool. Not the best. I like the tick markers. And I love the fact that it is a Longines, and I wanted a Longines. I want to be a part of the Longines family. So this one I got, it was a reasonable price. And thanks to Jake, gave a good deal on this watch. And then the other part to it that I thought was like, ugh. You see the crown? I don't know why. So when I go to unscrew that, that's uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable. Like, knurl the whole thing, you know what I'm saying? It's like hot polish. And this thing does, again, this is a treat for a Barracuda if they see it, because it's hot polish. And that Barracuda see that flashy, he's coming to get you. That's all he wants is to watch. He's not really thinking about you. But everything else, the wearability of the watch is amazing. Now, this is the thing that got me. Like, I'm okay with the friction clasp. It is very tight, but I'm used to it now. If you have, like, say if you got like stubby fingers, you may have a problem with popping that off. That's why I'm like, they should have the pushers on the clasp. 3 levels of micro adjust, so not bad. But the other thing, and again too, I'm all for this right here. I don't necessarily always have to see the movement in that thing. You know what I'm saying? It's edge-based movement, so I really don't have to look at the movement. I do like great artwork on the back. And I love the fact that, you know, the branding on this thing is amazing. I like that. I like that. But this what I didn't like. I'm talking about, like, when you got the diver's extension. Hold on, where you at? Come out, wherever you are. So it's friction based as well. Look at that. Look at that, y'all. I've shown this. And after 1 year of having this watch, I still enjoy wearing it. Significant piece, and just to get into the family of Longines, I think is definitely worth the money. But I would have went with a higher model. And you still got, like, you got 300 meters of water resistance, which, bro. I do like the crown guard on it too. I just like it. I think it's a dope watch, man. Aesthetically it's aesthetically pleasing. You have that center that's still polished and the outers that's brushed. It's a beautiful watch. But I would say, man, just spend a coin, go up a model, or if you don't necessarily have to have a dive watch. There's other, that's the thing too, is, let me just say this. Let me get into the chat. The other problem I have is having knowledge of other watches and watching YouTube and how this watch compares. And that's the thing, is like making that comparison. What other dive watch will fit in that $7,000 to $1,000 price range? That is, I think, it's a legitimate question. And do you go Swiss, or would you go with Japanese movement? Would you go with a Miyota movement if you just had to have high beat? I didn't bring it with me today, but I'll tell you what watch really, as far as aesthetics is concerned, it is one of the Islander pieces. It has an NH34 in it. Now I understand it's a completely different watch. It has the two different movements in it. But from an aesthetic standpoint, that diver that I have from Islander is way more striking than this one. I should have brought it with me. That thing is crazy. But you got Sam Martin out here with dive watches that will compete with the likes of this model. Not every Longines, but this model in particular, yeah. There's a number of watches with, I mean, even, I haven't had my hand on Traska, but from when I looked at Traska, and then Traska offers that treated metal, the Vickers hardness coating to the metal. All right, let me see what's going on in the chat real quick. When are we going to get a vintage watch review? I'm gonna do one just for you, bro. I got to get a vintage piece first. I almost got the was it Wittenauer? I almost bought one out there at Philly. I almost got it. He wanted $75 for it. I almost bought it. I was this close. It was a 36 millimeter, and I'm not opposed to a 36 millimeter. I'm not. I mean, because I got some of my Casios a 33 millimeter. So, Lonnie Longines is the brand. Probably 1.2K. Longines is a trippy name. What is it? Oh, get out of here, bro. I ain't. So I'm a part owner. Yeah, it was super crunchy, like eating Captain Crunch with no milk. Hey, bro, yes, that's crazy. It looks kind of like Zulu time. Yeah, and this is just my thing, man. Is I'm not telling you how to spend your money, but like I'm telling you, just sometimes consider that, man. Like, going the cheapest route just to get into a brand, you may not always like that. But you have to, you know what I'm saying? Try it, and then if you like it, good. If not, you be like, crap. Because if I went to go sell that watch, which I wouldn't, because this particular one, I can't sell it now, because when I got this watch and, started, building my relationship with Trifecta, my grandbaby took this watch. Let me see if you can see it. You see that divot right there? She chucked this sucker. I was like, bam, it slapped up. I was like, oh my gosh. So I picked it up. I thought the crystal was broke. And I looked back at her, she was cracking up. And I'm like, God, dog. I mean, she was 2 years old. So whatever. So I have this dent in in this watch. And I don't even want to get it polished or fixed. That's grandbaby dent. So this watch is special now, special watch. But other than that, man, this is still a nice watch, man. And for those that are, you're like, man, I really want a luxury watch, man. I want to get into it. I've heard enough about it. That may be your speed. And I'll always refer people back to Trifecta, because I don't get any like deals from other companies that sell Longines, right? They don't take any money off, and Longines, they do. The thing about Longines too is the secondary market of Longines, man. You buy the watch for $1,000, but you'll see that thing secondary. You're like, man, this thing's $775. You're like, and be careful where you shop to. Get out of here. I told you he came back. All right, so I'm going to talk about now Citizen, and I'm going to tag Citizen in this because I want them to listen up. I actually brought the box for this. Now, before I go any further, there are videos that are coming up this week that will be talking about watches that coincide with characters. Now, this one is actually a character watch. It's the Wolverine, as you can see. Right? I jumped on this watch because Wolverine is the Wolverine and the Hulk, I think I like them equally. Those are two of my favorite characters within the Marvel Universe. This is the box that it came in. So I think the packaging, as you can see right there, it looks like a movie premiere on the actual box. So I think Citizen did a great job with that, in my humble opinion. And then they also, once you open the box, you have the Wolverine medallion, which that actually, so the strike marks actually glow. Those are luminous. So I'm like, okay, so you got a pendant, you got the watch. Amazing, amazing. Here's my gripe with Citizen when they start doing these watches. Now this in particular watch, hold on, let me see, let me flip the camera around real quick. See if you can see this. Look at the re-hot. You see how Wolverine's claws has broken through the minute track? And then it's debris all over it like that. I think that was such a nice touch to this watch. Super nice. Maybe you see it better on this side. I don't know what, the camera must be dirty on that side. Super nice. Eco Drive. It's all black ionic. And all you gotta do is set the time and forget about it. You ain't got to worry about it. I think it's cool. And then at the 12 o'clock, of course, you have the X-Men symbol. Just another nod to excellence. The loom on it is pretty good. His claws glow as well. I think that the whole thing is stellar. Here's my problem. Citizen has always done a mediocre job when it comes to the characters, the character watches. I'm glad I got this thing out in the light. That's the other thing too is, hold up, I want you to look at this. You see how it's moving? That's telling me that I need to put this thing out in light. It hasn't had enough light. And it's getting to that point where like, yo, bro, you're gonna either light me up or recharge me, or I'm just gonna be like, I'm done. I'm done. But, oh, hold on. I put it up. Here's one thing. Can y'all hear that? Jingly, jangly, jingly, jangly. And then you see that? Stainless steel band, China. Said, what's on my wrist? Oh, they're asking. Almost got the same watch for $700 from Rob, but I didn't win the raffle. Oh, wow. Nothing but usual Seiko cocktail time. Ooh, cocktail time is, I'm telling you, I've always said that, man. Since my first time experiencing the cocktail time with Seiko, I think it's one of the best Seikos they got. Man, I know that wind is pushing. Can y'all hear that wind blowing? I didn't bring my cattail out for the microphone. Wittenauer made by Longines. Now, Wittenauer is his own company. I don't even know if they make Wittenauer anymore. What's up, DK? Any G-Shocks in your collection? I do. Heck yeah, G-Shocks. I started out with G-Shocks, man. I had a number of them over time. I've actually, which we're going to get into. I use some G-Shocks to actually pay or give money to cancer research, veterans, and supporting families and stuff like that, buying food for the homeless. G-Shocks, I had them on tour with me when I went to Iraq. So yeah, I get down with G-Shocks. Yeah, I got a G-Shock that is not a popular G-Shock. It's probably one of the most controversial G-Shocks for 2025. I got one. It's the Devastator is what I'm calling. You will see this, and you'll see that Devastator this week in a very interesting review, if you will. You should have gotten that trap. Yeah, I shoulda. 36 is bad except for certain watches that are vintage or real dressy, classy. And that's what I would, like, and if I do get a 34, 36 millimeter watch, it'll definitely be a vintage. I saw a guy yesterday downtown. I don't know what it was, but you could tell it was old. He had on a long sleeve polo, some slacks on, and I can't, like some penny loafers or something like that. But I saw his watch. Man, it looked nice. He was getting it too. That boy was walking his butt off. He was walking as fast as a car, man. But yeah, I like vintage pieces, man. I ain't even tripping. I do have one that needs to be fixed. Good patina. The Squale for 600 is an even better deal. And that's the other thing too. So yeah, Squale over this one at 600 for this particular model, I would say yes. I actually sold my my Squale, but in comparison, my Squale, I would prefer the Squale over that particular model of Longines. Yep, nothing beats getting a quality watch for a good. Heck yeah, bro. I like Christopher Ward C60. Hey, if you guys are following Christopher Ward, Mike Pearson actually dropped a video yesterday. They actually have the property in Virginia. It's right outside DC. It's in the same little pike or whatever. So Christopher Ward has his secondary store. I think the first one is, what is it, in Texas? Where you can get Christopher Ward, but yeah, they're in Virginia now. Damn, it sucks, but it's barely noticeable. Oh yeah. I'm gonna open ideas of used market as my taste for watches goes up. Yeah, get luxury, don't let trap defer you. I won't, you know what? I'm gonna tell you this, let me see. We wrap this up in like 10 minutes. Now, let me just say this about luxury. Absolutely love luxury, but make sure that you're getting luxury because you have a taste for it. Not because somebody else told you that that's what it is, right? And you buy it just to get validation from somebody else or get a kudos or get a pat on the back like, oh man, that was good. You have to get luxury watches for because that's what you want. You know what I'm saying? Just my advice. Just my advice. You could be the one who's like, nah, man, I got to get it because I want to be amongst the club. I've done that too. Buying watches for hype, it happens. But with the luxury watches or even vintage watches, man, I would say do your homework, man. You got to fall in love with the idea, especially when you spending that money, bro. Man, if you looking at a watch, I'll tell you a watch that I want to see it so bad because I hear about it is FP Journe. I want to see his Journe so bad now because I've heard it, I've seen him, and I'm looking at the watches, still pictures, or if somebody do a video. I said, man, I want to see that because I was impressed with Frederic Constant when I saw it. And I said, for the price, bro, I'm like, man, it's a Frederic Constant is one of those watches, you're like, okay, how much is it? Because you have a knowledge of what other watch companies are charging for the same quality and the same functions as what FC, bro. One of their more complicated pieces is just like 10 grand, and in other companies like AP or something, an annual calendar for Patek will run you 40 grand used. And Frederic Constant is like, oh no, just give me, you can get that thing as low as 9 grand. Now, I say 9 grand, like $9,000, like the same as going to buy a cheeseburger or something. It's not for some. Completely don't care. You get some high value horology pieces, vintage, they keep time. Hey, and that's the thing too, is, you know what? If you found a good vintage piece from and I've seen people buy Omegas, some vintage Omegas for a lot less money than what you will find today, nowadays. Around the same price as some micros, yep. But much more valuable when you consider heritage. I like both. Yeah, I want to get the citizenship. Ciosa. Yeah, those are really nice. I had one. I owned one. I actually sold mine. I'm still scared to get a vintage until I find a good plug that is trusted in my area. But yeah. And again, Skyler, you have to know where you are with that. But real quick, going back into this, and I want to say this for Citizen. If Citizen ever watched this, I'm gonna tag Citizen in this. I would love for Citizen to consider the bracelet, because they like Citizen on the Promaster series and other models, even the Bryson, right, is so solid. It's well put together, man. But it seemed like when they come to doing characters, it just kind of cheaping out, man. I think the bracelet is lackluster. I hate the way it's so tinny, and for the price that they ask off top, And I know for those people that don't like Invicta, Invicta did a great job when it came to character pieces. Now, some of them were over the top, and I didn't like always having the actual character on the watch. You know what I'm saying? Like the Hulk, like, oh, in these different poses. It's as much as, what is that? When AP released the Spider-Man and the Black Panther, whoo, people was going crazy for those. They hate it. Come on, bro, get on up out of here. Off me, boy. If you did, yo, Sandeep, welcome in. Hell Caesar's in the building. And okay, so Ben, I may have a solution to that because I talked to a guy that owns vintage locally. We're trying to work out a schedule to where we'll be able to, I'll be able to get that in. So yeah, I got you. We'll get vintage. So after a year of owning this piece, I like it. I'm actually going to switch this out on a leather strap or something. I'm going to do something else to it because I hate the bracelet. Absolutely hate the bracelet. I do like the watch. I like it has that, and that says slink when his claws come out. I think overall this watch was great, you know, like as far as the dial is concerned, because guess what? I'm a dial guy. It's all about the dial. But this bracelet is trash. I think Citizen should be able to do better. And another watch that Citizen does that I say is freaking amazing, and is this right here, this Promaster piece. This came out, this is like one of the parts they saved the ocean thing. This isn't the original strap. The original strap they got is doable, it works, it looks generic on there, and it's almost like Citizen said, well, we'll just do something with the bracelets. It's all just black, but we want you to focus on the watch and the dial. Talking about being a dial guy, man, I'm talking about the greens, the blues. It looks like this watch is best served on vacation or best served in direct sunlight. Beautiful piece, man. I'm talking about this thing is ridiculous. It's ridiculous how beautiful this watch is. For a dive watch, and it's ISO rated, it is beautiful. Like, and then they say that the dial is biodegradable or something like that. So they were, I don't know what that was about. They were, they're more focused on conservation and stuff like that. And I don't know how much money goes to conservation when you buy these watches. I will say this, and I'm gonna piggyback off of somebody else. Buying watches to help conservation and stuff like that is cool, but if you really want to have an impact, buy or give money directly, because you think about, it takes a lot of you guys to buy a bunch of these watches for you to even put a dent in whatever it costs it is. So I would just say, instead of you buying the watch, if you really care about the oceans and stuff like that, take the $300 to $400 that you were going to spend on the watch and give it to the conservation, or do your part. So that's a good point. Okay, I read that. Hi, Trav. Which is the oldest watch you own? Any memories? The oldest watch I own right now is from the 70s. It's my dad's watch. Yep, it's my dad's watch. He wore that all throughout the 70s. Ashley! Hey, Ashley. How you doing? Welcome in. FP joint are so expensive. Yeah, I know. I am building a watch with a mod kit. We'll see how it turns out. Yeah, I like that. Independent watchmakers are artists. They're more value there. Yeah. And I'm really digging companies that do their own watches. I'm gonna do one more watch. I'm over the time. I got 10 more minutes. My job is probably 3 miles up the street, 4 miles up the street, so I'm all right. I'll be. Was around and much more affordable than this market blew up. That's when the artist. Yeah, man. And the watch prices, bro, that's crazy. I'm like, I don't know how much higher they gonna get, but I'm gonna stick to my guns, and I'm like, nope. I'm gonna just I will enjoy it. Before I even go and spend that much more money on watches, I'll sit back and just enjoy what I got. While discussing the history of them. Cheaper vintage pieces and work. Oh, that, you know what? That's a great concept too. I'm all for that. I'm all for that. You know what? You know what vintage piece I would love to have right now? It's from a Glycine actually, the Glycine Camaro. The Glycine Camaro came out. I think nearly a half a year after. It was at least 6 months after. What is tags? The Monaco. It came out like 6 or 7 months after the Monaco, and it actually uses the Monaco's pushers. They actually, so Glycine purchased those pushers, and they have a Camaro model that's similar to the Tag Heuer's Monaco. They just called theirs the Camaro. If you do fix them or don't, you can sell them to me. I think. Hey, I'm not opposed to vintage, bro. I think vintage, like, I like vintage watches too. Skylar's all over the place, man. No, I think Skylar's lane is crazy. It was dope actually watching him do his thing out there, man. You talking about an artist at work. Man, it's one thing, I said this the other day or yesterday, it's one thing you guys on the other side of the screen, you see what your favorite watch reviewers or horologists, if you will, like Tim, what's his name? Tim Masso, when he's doing 1916, like I can just imagine what production is like because he has a team, or Nico, you know what I'm saying? But like when you are a solo artist, dude, it's crazy watching people balance it. Fire department. Watch Addict, what's up? Okay. Pieces, right? And let me cover the last watch. So after a year of owning this watch, as you see, I upgraded the strap thanks to Kokomo Watch Company or Palmer's. Updated the strap, FKM rubber. Really nice, great profile, simple watch. This watch is best used, I'm gonna say, in the spring and the summer, as long as you got sun. This is a very tropical watch, very tropical. So, not saying you can't wear this watch year round. It's a Promaster. It's robust, is ready for it. But I'm telling you, it shines better like on vacations or anything, any sunny type of, even a Sunday drive. As long as the sun's out. It's a really nice watch. Last but not least, a watch that I like so much, and it had issues, 2 issues to be exact, that got fixed, that really convinced me that micro brands and some micro brands are the place to go. And that is Jack Mason. For those that don't know, this thing has been on a strap, a rubber strap, for the entire year of me having this watch. It has been on a strap. This watch has been since discontinued. And when I purchased this watch, I got the bracelet with it. I showcased the bracelet, but I never put it on. And then here comes, and what I meant, the 2 problems I had were actually screws on the back. You see the screws holding the case back in? 2 of them were missing. A viewer lets me know, Trap, you got 2 screws missing. There's a joke in there somewhere. But I reached out, hold up. Man. Tight tolerances, boy, gosh. Oh, it's so tight tolerance. Beautiful. The loom on this thing is amazing. The dial, it's all dial. This has a Miyota 39 in it. So it's just time only. I didn't want a date or anything. I just wanted a whole dial. And I've never had a white watch, black contrast, 300 meters water resistant. You can't see the movement, but you don't need to. The case back is proven. The box it comes in, I should have brought the box, which was amazing. But let me tell you something. And you guys forgive me, my allergies are really bothering me. The bracelet, Jubilee style bracelet, oh my gosh, is this thing comfortable. It conforms to the wrist like nobody's business. Oh, y'all. And now I regret that I didn't put the bracelet on sooner, man. And just look at that, bro, like that. Delicious. This thing is better than that Philly cheesesteak that I had. Oh, I didn't know this. Get out of here. Hold on, let me flip the camera around. What time is it? Let me see if I can get this focused. I just noticed this. Oh man, don't focus on it. Come on. There you go. Right there. Be your best. That is so dope, yo. I just saw that. Didn't know that, man. So that's been hidden the whole time. I still got tape all over the... Hold on, let me peel some stickers. I still got stickers on them. And don't act like y'all... Listen, I guarantee y'all got some watches that y'all didn't even know stickers were still on them. So don't sit and do that to me. For anybody that's in the chat right now, but like, he still got stickers on that? Look, this bracelet ain't been on here 54 hours yet. Maybe 54 hours, but it just made it. And I still got stickers on it. This is dope. All the stickers are coming off. I rushed it. And I put this on because Skylar, man, made mention about this. I'm keeping a sticker over that. Be your best. I'm sorry I ain't peeling that sticker. Until recently. Yeah, bro. Yeah, that's true. So I'm going to ask that people that are familiar with Jack Mason, if you purchase something from Jack Mason, or if you are considering to buy Jack Mason, I'm going to tell you this in comparison. Let me do a comparison. You have heritage right here versus the heritage of an enthusiast, somebody that took a watch company from a a fashion watch brand to this is what you have. A dive watch that is comparable to this. Now, it does not have the 72-hour power reserve that this watch has, but aesthetically speaking, it just has a flair to it. It's not trying to be another type of watch. It has its own design cues to it. So it's like a cushion style case just about, man, but it's really not. But it has that vibe. Like this watch is so significant. It's so comfortable. And I'm glad I got it. I'm glad I bought one. I'm glad I bought this one. Now, the Strato Timer, beautiful watch. I don't really need the GMT. I don't need the GMT. I'd much rather have a time-only piece. So let's bombard Jack Mason with this. Bring back the Hydro Timer with the Dr. Pepper. There's other variants of Dr. Pepper. You're right there. Bring out another A&W. Do the A&W cream soda. In this one, come on, bro. Jack Mason is moving. This is a company that is going from, I'm saying it's going to be not just your web-based brand, not my words, somebody else's, not just a micro brand, but the brand. I think Jack Mason and Nomadic is two brands that are like that, bro. They're like that. What they're doing, they're making strides. They like, dude. I mean, the first company to actually have a partnership, sponsorship from an actual watch. We don't have to make believe that this is the watch. Like, oh, it has the colorways of a Sprite. They got the colorways of a RC Cola. Nah, actual Jack Mason and A&W, Jack Mason and Dr. Pepper. That's the craziest thing. That's a combo. So yeah, Jack Mason, if you're watching, if you're looking, we need that. I need this back. Bring back the hydro timer. Put it back on there, man. Come on. Come on. Or if nothing else, even if you don't do that, man, you have, I know they have heritage. Their Texas roots are in depth, right? I would love to see Jack Mason do a Texas-based watch. You don't have to do anything to the dial. Put it all back here. Put the history of, like, whatever. Like, I would sit and watch that information. Just like similar to, the Boulevard Lunar Pilot. It has the mission on the back of the watch. I'm like, Jack Mason, let's get it. Bring this back, though. Bring this back. He said it didn't sell well. I need the hydro timer back, because this is what really attracted me to Jack Mason, was this particular watch. When I saw all white, so I'm gonna say between, oh, you know what I didn't show y'all? That's my bad. So you see the simplicity of this case, man? Beautiful, right? Push button. You see that underneath there? Ooh, what's going on? Is this something? Oh, does that snap unsnaps? Oh, look at that. Oh my gosh. Are we serious right now? Yes, we are. And just like that, it ain't loose no more. It's on there. It's adjusted. It's fitted. And all you have to do, flick of the wrist. Pop. Get it off your wrist. Pop it down. Slide it. Snap it back in place. Put it back on. Now I got a little bit of breathing room. Hold up. You see, now it's a little loose on there. Wrist swole up. You, man, bro, take it off. Adjust. Put it back on. You good to go. Now what we talking about? Jack Mason thought of everything, man. This is an amazing watch, bro. It's an amazing watch. This bracelet just gave this thing even more stock as far as I'm concerned. It's getting that time. I got the bounce. Not Tour watches. Hey, bro. Oh, hold up. Hold up. Got him. Hold up, man. We got to. I'm two-stepping underneath the. Thank you for the super chat. And I want to say this to all of my Bears fans. I don't know what happened yesterday, man. That's some bull crap, bro. What we was doing so good, and then after that, man, just. That's all the NFL I'm gonna talk about today, because I really don't want to talk about it, man, because I actually need counseling. I dang it don't want to go to work after yesterday's game. All right, I'm gonna leave it alone. I'm gonna leave it alone. Zionsville, Indiana has great vintage watch shops. Saw Rolex Yachtmaster Platinum. You be getting around, bro. Bears killed a parlay. Yeah, Bears killed a lot of people's parlays yesterday. It's full of crap, bro. Thank you for the super chat, man. I greatly appreciate that. Not Tour watches. Hey, bro, I'm gonna give you a call here because I know we didn't talk. Oh, yeah, I got some other people to call. I haven't forgotten about you. You know who you are. I am going to give you a call. Yeah, I got to. Okay. I just got an important message just now, too. So, ladies and gentlemen, that's my time. Appreciate you guys for rocking with me. I hope this this year one watch review revival live was okay with you guys. Skylar, I hope I did you justice on the video yesterday. I appreciate you, the feedback a lot of people have been giving me on that yesterday's video. You guys are amazing, man. I did put some work into it. I want to do something like extremely creative, and wanted to just showcase. And I have some other videos that's coming out. So I have like a review video. Actually, it's not a review. It's going to be like a review style, but it's going to be different. It's going to be similar to what I just put out yesterday. Appreciate you, but okay, yes, I read that. So, okay, all right, y'all, I gotta go because I'm really, I wasn't even supposed to be on this Oh, let me go before a train because I'm on the other side of the train. If a train come, I'm definitely gonna be late for work. Oh man, I'm tripping because I know a train always come around this time. Ooh wee. Trying to get back to this truck. Yo, I'm tripping. Man. All right, Park. See you later. All right, y'all. Gotta go. Appreciate y'all, man. Until the next lightning strike, which will probably be tomorrow, y'all be blessed.